that where we have lost wars. We win lots of battles, but we lose the war because we don't understand the Iraqis, we don't understand the Afghans, we don't understand how to engage these people. They are not us, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And we have to be okay with that. But
there's a nuance at work there. There's countries that we get along with the governments, but the people hate us. Or we want it,
or vice versa.
Or vice versa. Right. We want to take out people talk about taking out Iran's leadership. Mm-hmm. The Iranians love Americans. I've seen so many films where kids would come up to the Americans and talk to them for an hour.
Iranians are natural allies to me. I mean, their culture, they're very well read. Their literacy is 97%. They've been all over the world. They're well traveled. They are well educated. I mean, it's just Iranians are natural allies. Now, the Iranian regime, that's a different story. But
right.
So what you're saying is exactly right on.
Yeah. Sadly, there are modern people being led by people who are stuck in the 700s.
Yeah, and I really think that's been our big disconnect, is that we do understand the regimes usually very well, but we don't understand the populations and the people. And if you don't get that piece right, you are not going to understand the will of that population and how you can influence it to do positive change or positive movement forward.
Okay, with the last part of that question, my wife is British. Oh. And right now, England is flailing. Great Britain is.
I lived in England for a long time. I love it.
We almost moved there at one point. Almost moved. She wanted to move back. We went on vacation. She cried when it was time to leave. I mean, it's a fine country, but my question is, and this will be what I wrap with. They are looking for a solid trading partner, but they're not dealing from a position of strength right now. Mm-hmm. One, do we give them a sweet deal, or do we maybe become the senior partner in a new Commonwealth of Nations?
It's very interesting, and I'm not going to claim to know the answer to that question, because I think I need to do a lot more research on that. But I'll tell you a really quick kind of informational tidbit that I got in this past trip to Brussels. So I'm leaving Brussels, and there are two lines, right? One is all these passports, and the other one is EU passports. Okay? So EU passports, everybody's
right.
Their line or the US and everybody else, that's taken forever. So I have a British guy behind me who's going, do you mind if I get through? Because my flight will be taking off and I need to get through. And I looked at him and I said, but and I had to stop myself.
Almost said EU. Yeah.
And he said Brexit. And I said, oh no. So they had to be in the line with everybody else. And these little issues are now starting to creep in this, British psyche about, I don't have the same, capabilities that or possibilities that I had before Brexit. So I think in that response, as far as trade goes, is that, they kind of need to think about what their strengths are, and then we can talk maybe about how to help leverage those and make a stronger country in that respect.
Okay. Well, you heard this here first. I say France is next. Right now they're like EU, okay, no EU, just as good.
I'm still surprised Italy didn't leave a long time ago, honestly. I mean,
Italy and Greece,
all the Italians do is complain. So
yeah. Well, listen, that was awesome. I am so grateful that you made time for us, my little tiny podcast, which is now going to explode into a massive, incredible podcast because you announced your candidacy for president.
And you're going to be my
show.
Campaign advisor, so I'm really excited.
That's it. That's it. I'll be your speechwriter. I'll hook you right up.
Well, that's awesome.
I'll try not to put too many F-bombs in your speeches. I am a 23-year sailor, but so,
I was going to say that's a sailor background right there.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Patricia or Tricia, what do you prefer?
My family always called me Trisha from a young age because my father is actually a Pasquale and they call him Pat.
Okay.
So everyone called me Trisha. So Patricia or Trisha is fine.
Well, it's great meeting you. If
You too.
the world suddenly starts collapsing around our ears, I'll call you immediately.
Please do.
And you can tell us what to do.
All right.
Thanks, Patricia.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Have a great day.
You too.